Pixel by David Jade. So pretty much what you're going to need is a rubber band. You're going to want it about this big compared to a deck. If you can take it and it touches both, if you pinch the rubber band and both corners can touch the ends of it, the rubber band is too big. Now if it touches like from here to, I'd say about anywhere between, this is your range. That's what you got. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this deck of cards. I don't like that premium card. So if we were going to be forcing, this is a good card to remember. The Ace of Clubs. So I don't care what kind of card control that you want to use. Just find a way to control that card to the top. Okay. So I did what's called a Herman Pass. You really want to learn the Herman Pass. It takes a little bit of practice. It's not too bad. Look up Herman Pass tutorial. You will find many. If you don't want to learn that and you want to learn something easy, just card control to the top tutorial. That's all you're going to need. So once you got that card on the top, what you're going to do is you're going to turn that deck over upside down. And what you're going to need to do is you're going to need your pinky to peel off just the bottom card. And so what I like to do is kind of pinch it right here. Use these fingers to push the deck in. You can see how these cards warp out a little bit. It's not that hard for your pinky to count off to the last card. Now all this happens just like that. It's already happened. I already got the break. And you know, doing it from this angle, the person's not going to see it. So you make that break, and what you're going to do with your thumb and your middle finger is it looks like you're just adjusting the deck, but really you're just taking that gap and making it a little bigger. So it's nice and clean, and it's more flat and level. So starting completely over, it looks like that. And I got a big gap too, which is what you probably want starting off. So it's completely invisible, just as long as no one sees from the back. And you know, you could talk your way through it and no one would notice. As long as they're paying attention to your voice and not your hands, you're doing good. So you can take a rubber band, you're going to hold it just on your fingertips. That was fancy. On your fingertips, and you're going to go around the deck except for that card you've peeled up. So you're going in between. So you're kind of doing this. I peeled the card out a little bit so you could see. So essentially you have all the cards except for the top and a rubber band. And since it's on your fingertips, it makes it very clean for you to get that in there and let go. Once you have that in there, to prove that this card is not out, I like to just grab and then make a gesture and talk and then go back. It just kind of gives the illusion that the whole deck is in the rubber band. Now, you wrapped it around once, is what you'll say, and then you look at them and you say their name, you get their eyes away from the deck, and with this hand, you're going to hold the deck like this. Two fingers there, one pointing down underneath that, so it bends that up a little bit, and your thumb here. While you have their attention distracted, your middle finger is going to grab here. It's going to go around the deck, and when it's underneath and it's coming around, turn the deck in. So in that case, it conceals it a little better. So it's like that. And it looks like it's both around. And if you do it right, and you do it along your finger, if you try to touch your finger to it, you'll actually go over this yellow band. And that's essentially what you want. Now when your middle finger comes around here, I like to touch pretty far to the other end. And when I touch, lay your middle finger flat, but still pinch. And then pinch the deck. You can hold it just like this. And so you got this weird kind of like loop thing. And that's what you want. You're going to set the deck down like that. And let go. The weight of the deck will actually hold itself. Now, any kind of movement to the deck is going to pop that one card off. So that's kind of the effect you're wanting. But to make it look like it just comes straight out from the top of the deck, probably what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit it right here, like hit the desk. Now, as long as you have some kind of surface that's, you can hit and it jumbles a little, that card will pop to the top. This desk is a little bit tough, so it's a little harder. You got to hit a little harder. But if you hit here with your flat part here, the card wants to jump this way because of the rubber band. But hitting this, it's going to hit and bounce off and land back on the deck. Just kind of like that. And it looks beautiful. It looks like the card just kind of like just merges out of the deck. And it's got a lot of magic effect on that right there. And you can try anything that you kind of want. You know, definitely doing, that's my best and my favorite kind of effect. But I've also used it in the sense of trying to like talk about like cards being personal to you. So I'll have the spectator's hand come like right here and be like, pretend your hand's a magnet and your card's a piece of metal. And so they do, and I like, look, I'm going to do this slowly. Oh, that's not good. Usually the card jumps to the hand. So if you want to use this in a different kind of effect, like the card's personal to the spectator and they've signed it, you could have their hand here and be like, watch, I'm going to do this slowly. Don't grab the top card, but grab underneath it and turn it so you know it's going to shoot this way to their hand and be like, pretend your hand's a magnet and the card's made of metal. See how it slides to your hand. And then they'll turn it over and it will be impressive. Pixel by David Jade. Not much more to it. If you have any questions, comment below. I read them. Bye. This is actually essentially how I video my stuff.